Hi, weirdos. My name is Lauren.
And I'm Ashley.
And this is Keep It Weird, the podcast for all things strange, unusual, paranormal, supernatural, creepy, sticky, gross, scary, and everything in between. And this, right here, for your eyes on YouTube, is our very special segment called This Week in Weird. Our new segment this week in Weird is where we bring you wild, bizarre, creepy, dark, sometimes happy, sometimes really sad, sometimes sticky, sometimes spacey stories from all around that just really fit in with us. You know, we're called Keep It Weird. We like to keep it weird, even with our news. So we are bringing you the wild tales. And Ashley has one for us today.
Science, baby!
We love science.
Love it. We love to see it. We love to read it. We love to hear about it. We love to tell you about it. Science!
Let's go. I'm ready.
And also...
It was like, did she freeze? Did she
Malfunction. Yeah, you know I love science. And if you combine science with aliens, put a fork in me. I'm done.
The two best possible things for Ashley to read. Oh, this is your dream.
So there's a state-of-the-art lab at Stanford University called the Nolan Lab. It's called this because it's run by Dr. Gary Nolan, and that's Nolan like Christopher Nolan, N-O-L-A-N. This lab has begun testing physical debris from UFO crash sites.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Now, that's not the main focus of the lab.
But that's awesome.
What they do is use multi-parametric single-cell analysis to study hematopoiesis, cancer, and leukemia, autoimmunity, and inflammation. They use an advanced ion plasma source to determine levels of tagged reagents bound to cells, enabling a vast increase in the number of parameters that can be measured per cell. Now, if that sounds like a copy and pasted sentence, by golly, it sure is.
That's because it is.
I couldn't figure out how to make that simpler.
I wouldn't have known. I
didn't know how to simplify it. I tried for a long time, and I was like, I'm copying and pasting this.
I think that was a good thing for you to do, and I still don't fully understand what you just said.
I will try and explain it. I just wanted to get it like word for word. This is what they do. No questions asked, so you didn't come to me and you're like, Ashley, I thought you said this is what they do.
Doing it the proper way. I like it.
Just because I don't understand the words doesn't mean. But if anyone, I got that statement from stanford.edu/group/Nolan. So if you do want to check out like what they actually do, go there. I'm sure that you can find someone that can explain it better than me. But back to the story. They've also discovered that they can use this technology available in the lab to look at the atomic structure of a selected non-organic material as well. Which is very cool.
That's where we get to the crash sites.
At this microscopic level, the atomic structure is impossible to fake, which is the really cool part about this.
Awesome. We know it's not a lie.
You know that it's not, someone just rolling up some aluminum and being like, weather balloon, crash site, Roswell.
We know it's the real deal.
Yeah. So essentially, they are using this multi-parameter ion beam imager to create a three-dimensional image to analyze the samples right down to their individual atoms.
My golly
gosh. Hachi-machi. That's crazy.
That is wild. I'm obsessed.
And
how are people so smart? First of all,
just
had to say it. I don't. I just.
Okay. And they've been yielding some interesting results so far, which is also very cool.
Okay.
They just tested debris from 2 crash sites so far, one that took place in Colombia and one that took place in Argentina. This specific debris was collected by Dr. Jacques Vallée, who we have talked about on the show before. He was the guy that basically invented the internet before it was called the internet.
Yeah.
He also is a wicked smart 81-year-old computer scientist who also believes in and studies UFOs.
81?
Hello, Dreamboat.
Yeah, oh my God. That makes him even more adorable. I love that he's still going for it.
Still going. He still believes. He knows, he believes that there's something more to it than what we're being told.
Yes.
Weather
which
balloons.
Is fair. Yes.
gas, like
Right.
all that you saw Neptune,
He's not just
like all that bullshit.
screaming aliens,
Yeah.
but he's like, there's something
There's
else.
something here and we should study it. And he's right.
We like him.
So what Dr. Nolan has found so far is that the composition of this supposed UFO debris is unlike any known metal on Earth.
Wow.
So it should not exist.
Because it's not from this Earth.
No matter where he has looked in the sample's jumble of elements, the ratio of isotopes don't make any sense. Which is wild. He said, if you're talking about an advanced material from an advanced civilization, you're talking about something I'll just call ultra material, which we also sometimes refer to extraterrestrials as ultra terrestrials, because we don't technically know that they're coming from our dimension, like ultra dimensional, extra dimensional.
That kind of widens it.
Yeah, it widens it a touch.
Sure.
It's something which has properties where somebody is putting it together again at the atomic scale. We're building our world with 80 elements. Somebody else is building their world with 253 different isotopes. The scientists further discovered in their research that this material was manufactured and is definitely not natural, which simply means that the material recovered from the site was manufactured specifically for a particular purpose and not necessarily that the material was manufactured in outer space, which again is where that ultra-terrestrial thing comes from. But if it wasn't manufactured in outer space or in another dimension, what is it and how did it get there at a UFO crash site?
I feel like that's still a huge breakthrough, even though we don't know where it's from yet, just to even say, like, well, it's not from our planet here. We don't understand any of this.
Because a lot of these materials from UFO crash sites are looked at by different people, and they're like, yeah, I don't know this metal. Like, I don't know what this could be. Yeah. And then that's the end of it. And then you take the sample home and you hide it in your hidey hole so that no one takes it. And that's it. But now we can actually look at it at an atomic level and see what these pieces are made out of. And we're finding that we don't know what it is, which is tight.
That is so cool. Yeah. I am so happy this lab exists. I feel like this is what we've been waiting for.
Obviously, very excited about this lab in terms of cancer research, autoimmune diseases. Doing amazing things. You're doing a good job. We love you for it. But also, UFO debris. Like,
the weirdo in us is excited.
Don't stop.
Please don't stop what you're doing. That is so cool.
Yeah.
That's big news.
Totally.
I'm excited. Well, thanks for that. That is all the time we have this week for This Week in Weird. That sounded like saying this week a lot, but that is all the time we have for This Week in Weird.
For This Week in Weird.
This week.
This week only.
This week only. Just keep saying this week. But you can join us next time because we are putting out content all the time. Just like and subscribe so you can keep up with us and see when we release our next video with more cool news stories. And also you can follow us on all social media at Keep It Weird Cast. We're on Instagram, Facebook, sometimes mostly on Twitter. But at Keep It Weird Cast, just keep that in your back pocket. And you can listen to episodes of our actual show, the Keep It Weird podcast.
Every dang week.
Right here on YouTube. Every dang week, they'll be right here. So just like swipe on over. But we are also on every platform imaginable. Apple Podcast, Spotify, TuneIn, Google Play, Stitcher, Libsyn, all the things. You can find us. So you have no excuse. Go listen to our episodes. Keep up with us. We have a lot of shenanigans. We have a lot of fun. And as always, keep it weird.